Hello everyone, Paul here. Today I'm going to give you guys the pick four strategy uh, that works for me, and kind of what I've been doing lately is kind of going to go over different strategies on what works and what doesn't. And if you guys have seen my last couple videos, I know I haven't made a video out in a while, but I've been looking at different strategies, and my last one was really good, but recently I've come up with some pretty good strategies. So this one I'm going to teach you today, the bare minimum strategy that you can. Now you guys can do. Now I really look at strategies, and I don't do things like tic tac and things like that. I just look at different strategies because to me those don't work. So I look for other ways to. My goal is to win straights, and I try to find the best ways and the best strategies out there to win those straights. And it just doesn't work for me for the tic-tac-toe, 1, 2, 3. Those don't work. You got to be a little smarter and just kind of, process of elimination and with different kind of strategies. So today I'm going to give you what I consider a beginner strategy. And this one is pretty much if you want to win straights online, this is probably the cheapest you're gonna go. Now with this particular strategy, we're going to be using the Bet Any Sports site right here. So I'll put a link or something, or it'll be available on my website. If a link isn't available, check my website at holloway-marketing.com. You can click the link there, and it'll take you to the site. I may not have it on my description for YouTube reasons, but the link will be there on my website if you guys want to check that out. You'll be able to go here, create an account, and then you can bet on sports, lotto. But we're just gonna click on lotto. You basically can play 25 cents a ticket, which is it's cheaper doing it online than it is doing offline. Offline, you'd be paying about $1 a ticket. So it's worth it to me right now to do it online. Get a good strategy going, and if you want to apply these strategies, you can, but get the strategy going, get a couple wins, and once you can scale, let me just show you guys here. I'm getting ahead of myself. But once you can scale and get to $1 a ticket, you can then take everything offline. So I'm going to kind of go over the formula right now. For this step, I call it the beginner strategy. There's from my methods of winning pick four, which don't contain tic-tac-toe, 1, 2, 3, whatever you want to call it. These are actual strategies that it's all just about process of elimination and increasing your odds and that kind of thing. So that's kind of what I focus on. So anyway, the first step is you are going to find find the greatest roll number. Of a ball. Okay. So we'll use my state as an example here. What you want to do in the first step is you just want to focus on one of the balls. You don't want to focus on all of them. You just want to focus on one of the balls. So for me, since my brain goes kind of left to right, I focus on just the first ball 1. Because if you focus on the other ones, you're just like my brain kind of goes left to right. It's easier to see the numbers and if I won if I just stick with ball one. So I stick with ball one, but you guys, if you want to use this strategy, you can do this one, you can do ball two, ball three, or you can do ball four. It's up to you guys. It's not going to really affect this strategy as much. But what you want to do is write down, and I do have it on my piece of paper here, that I did last night. You're going to write down the last 31 days, 31 days. And you're going to find the greatest rolled number of ball one, or whichever ball you pick. Then after that, you will find the greatest rolled numbers. So if you see this right here, according to California last night, my greatest rolled number as of today for California was 9, 8, and 5. See, 9, 8, 5. So I circled the top 3 highest rolled numbers. So that is the next step. Now, you don't have to use that many, but I would pick the top 3 highest, highest rolled number. Now the last step here, well, let's not get ahead of myself here. So, in order to play these combinations, if you want to stick with just one of the highest rolled numbers, you're not going to win as much. 2 numbers is okay, but I always say 3 is the magic number, because if you look right here, every single thing that was circled, which is how many times here? Out of the 3 highest rolled numbers, I got 9, 8, and 5. It hit 16 times. So that's not all winners there, but that's how often those highest rolled numbers did hit. So once you get your highest rolled number, you want to decide for yourself. I'm not a financial advisor. Gamblers at risk. Debate on how many highest roll numbers you want to play. 1 numbers 126, 2 numbers 252, 3 numbers is what I recommend. It's 378 a game. And then if you want to do 4 numbers, that's 504. But the more numbers you pick, the more of a chance you'll probably win or increase your odds. So anyway, what's the next step? Now, this is going to be highly relatable to what I talked about in my previous videos. And we are going to be looking for certain patterns. You'll be looking for certain patterns. And if you've seen my previous videos, I do go more in depth on kind of these patterns. And basically what the pattern is you're going to be looking for doubles. So once you get your highest rolled numbers, and what you're focusing on in this strategy is you're betting on that number, whatever that highest rolled number is going to show up on one of them balls coming up in the near future. So because of my previous videos that I've made on here, I've stated that if you look for doubles, most likely the next number, it's not all the time, but it happens pretty often. If you see 2 doubles, the next number is usually an unmatched number. So you can focus on whatever your highest rolled number is. You can focus on just playing those numbers with an unmatched number, because If you focus on looking, if you look for a number that has a double, more than likely the next number will be unmatched. So when you have to find your numbers, it's, go to that website. Everything here except for, let's go to the website. It's Pick4. And if this isn't on my description, just check my blog and you'll see. So just go here, and whatever your highest roll number is, and to make this easier, I always choose ball 1, so it's much easier to grab it on this site. So just like highlight all this. If it's 0, just highlight 0 right here. Just highlight all the zeros, and then you got your numbers. You can just copy and paste. It's easy. It's easy to do it that way. That's how I got. So I got these numbers right here. These are the highest roll number as of right now. Like I said, it was 9, 8, and 5. So I got my 9s, my 8s, and my 5s, and these are all unmatched numbers. So what you're going to do is you're just going to be looking for, whenever your drawing has come out with a double the next day, you would just play your numbers. And more than likely, it's going to, you have a good chance of hitting. You have a good chance of hitting because more than likely it's number 1. More than likely, if you look for the doubles, more than likely the next drawing is going to be unmatched. And if you have your highest roll number, there's a strong chance that it's going to be one of those 3 numbers that you picked as your highest roll number. And that is a pretty effective way to, the cheapest way actually to, win straights. So what we see right here, the price, you'll be playing 1,512 tickets. It's the cheapest you can get to winning straights online is $378. Now, of course, you guys can get your own data, see if it works. But that's basically it. And another thing I want to kind of add is when you're getting your highest roll number, make sure you keep going in there every day you want to play. Now, if you're focused on one state, like for me, the state of California here, if you want to play every day using the strategy, if you want to use this strategy, there's going to be dry periods where you're not going to be getting any doubles and you're just going to be waiting for it to come out with a double. So like this one here, let's see how long the wait was. From here, well, this one isn't that long. But there'll be days where you have to wait 1 or 2 or 3 days. And if you want to play every day, you're going to have to do this strategy. And this is the advantages of doing it online, is you're going to have to go to multiple states and do the same strategy for multiple states. So that way you can find a pattern for other states, and then you can play every day if you want to. But other than that, if you focus on one state, you're just going to be waiting. Like this one, for example, this one's unmatched, and I can't really play until I see a double. So that's basically it. So what you do is you get your greatest roll number. You find, focus on ball 1 because that's kind of easier for it's easier for me to just left and right just to see the number. And once you get your greatest roll number, I would pick the top 3, then put them in a document here, and just pick the unmatched numbers that have the greatest roll number, and you only need the number that's in that position of what you're playing. So you get to see right here, I got my 9s, got my 8s, and got my 5s. So it did work for me, but I figured the strategy out last night, so I couldn't play. But last night was a double, and then the 5. Let me show you if this number did hit. So we got 5130. Did 5130 hit last night? 5130. Did it hit? Would I have won? There it is right here. So what I would do, you know, because the drawings are every day, the numbers are going to change, the greatest roll numbers are going to change. I would do this every day just to keep yourself updated with the greatest roll number. Always play the top, my opinion, always play the top 3 greatest roll numbers. And once you're done with that, you just find or wait till your state has got, you know, 2 doubles, and then, you know, you're not going to win every time, but it does increase your chances a lot. And a lot of people, this is kind of expensive, but this is actually the cheapest strategy that I've come up with personally. In my opinion, this is the cheapest way you can go to actually win in straights. Everything else is a lot more expensive because you've got to kind of increase your odds. But other than that, if you get the hang of it and you get a couple wins, you can scale. You can go to the site. Let me just input these real quick and show you guys. So you copy all this. Go to the website. And whatever your greatest roll number is, that's what you would be doing. You would put this here. So paste it, and it logged me off. Okay, so we input the numbers. There we go. Okay, so we can see right here, 1,512 tickets, 378. Now these are playing my top 3 greatest roll numbers, so that's just everything here. Once you put the numbers, you can select the wager right here, and as you scale, you'll make more money with the straights. Now, once you get to $1, once you can wager $1, you can basically play the game offline. So that's probably anybody's goal, is only to use the site until you can play offline, and just after that, just play offline. Anyway, that's kind of just this strategy. I do have an advanced strategy that I'm going to be talking about in a later video. If you use this strategy and you start getting some gains, the next strategy is quite expensive, but it is pretty effective. So if you guys want me to discuss that strategy, or if you found this strategy helpful, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in future videos.